connected and we're live. Looks like we're online Periscope. Looks like we're online with Facebook. Facebook seems to be online as well. Still waiting on these slow YouTube. It's always a slow go.
I just got the YouTube.
Yeah. Cam, you creepy as hell back there.
That was my kid.
Look like the kid from she's had from 3 Men and a Baby. Okay. See, are we online all three? Online. We should be online on everything right now. YouTube is here. Hey, what's up? On a boat. That's my alarm.
8:30.
It's 8:30. There we go. All right, let's just make sure everything's looking good here. That's
What are we? Episode 589.
All right. Hey, everybody in the chat room. Tonight is another one of those. While it's not an one up me contest tonight. Hey, what's up, Craig? Tonight, you call in. You call in with a comment. Boom, you get a prize. You give Jesse your email, your snail mail address. You're getting a surprise. Compliments of Practical Geocaching. Jim is an awesome guy, an awesome sponsor of this show, and he loves giving stuff away. I don't know why he loves giving it away. So tonight's one of those nights. Next week as well, because it's one up me next week. But this week, again, you call in, kids, you're getting a prize. That's all you got to do. You call in and give us what we're going to be talking about. You add to the conversation, you're getting a prize. It's one of those nights tonight, kids. One of my nights here. Yeah. So let's start this show. What do you say, Chad? You all set?
I'm ready.
Jesse, you good to go?
Sure.
Okay, here we go then. Here we go. Let's start this show here in 3. Hold on. Whoa. 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it.
Hold on. I got to push play on the thing. Hold on. That could have been mad. That could have been very bad. Now I can push play. All right, here we go. Prematurity there. I haven't done that in a while. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You want to know how to find it. Seek it out when they hide it. You know it's in the bag when it's an easy grab. But come on, take a chance now. So go, geocache. And if you need help, we're right there in a flash. If you got a question, just call in and ask. Uncover the stash on the Geocaching Podcast. The Geocaching Podcast.
Welcome, everyone. It is Wednesday. It is 8:30, which means that it is once again time for the Geocaching Podcast. My name is Scott Burks. We have Shorty Nits manning the phones, and please welcome to my virtual left, my co-host, Jazz 427.
Howdy, y'all. Warning, geocaching may be hazardous to your health, so it may be beneficial to your health to pay attention to tonight's show.
That's right, because tonight's episode is 589, recorded live on November 13th, 2019. It is Geocaching Hazards, tips for geocaching safely. Jesse, just so you know, the whole chat room thinks that you're scrolling on a dating app, just so you know. The phone lines are open. Just give us a call, 808-468-7924. That is 808-GOT-SWAG. And guys, tonight's one of those nights. It's one of those good, fantastic ring the bell nights. I can't ring the bell because the music's going. I got to kill the music. But if you call in tonight, you get a prize. It's one of those. Compliments of one of our sponsors, Practical Geocaching. They said, Jim said, yep, you can go ahead and do it. So, hey, go on. You call in, you add to this conversation, you get a prize for free. You just give Jesse your snail mail address, and guess what? Something's coming to you in the mail. Something free. It's amazing how it works. And you can talk to the people in the chat room who have already got it from last One Up Me contest. You know what? You get it. It counts. Boom. You're in the bucket for the prize. So there you go. Phone lines are open. Give us a call, 808-468-7924, 808-GOT-SWAG. Jesse is prepared and ready for your phone calls. Before we get started, Chad, we got to talk about Patreon. Oh, Chad, Patreon. You know, it costs a lot of money to make this show work, as you know. And we love all our patrons. We love our sponsors. We love our patrons. We love giving them stuff for the other side, everything on the other side, all the extra audio, extra video. We give it all to them for free. No charge. Well, actually, it is a charge. But we love giving it to them. And our current subscribers are amazing. And we love what they comment on all our videos and our audio and stuff like that. We thank them for that. And we welcome A new one, Chad. We have a new one.
Mhm.
We have Semmels 123 out of Chad, Manhattan, Kansas.
Manhattan, Kansas.
Did you know there was a Manhattan, Kansas?
No, I did not.
I didn't know there
it-
one
it-
was either.
it's not a New York City borough, that's for sure.
No, it is definitely not. So you think people say, where you from? He goes, Manhattan. They go, hey, New York, nice. No, Kansas, sorry. No, I'm from Kansas. Yeah. I don't know. You think Manhattan, Kansas is as bad as Manhattan, New York?
I think I would rather live in Manhattan, Kansas, to be perfectly honest.
Really? You think so, huh?
I am not a downtown big city liver.
A big city liver?
Someone who likes to live in a big city.
I think my liver like liver lips.
No, I'm no.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. Well, hey, Semmels 123, thank you so much for joining the Inner Circle, coming on the other side of the paywall, getting all the good stuff on the other side. In the meantime, if you guys want to join and be like Semmels, be cool like him, you can go to patreon.com. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast.
Waiting on my cue.
You're waiting on your. Oh, yeah, my cue. Let's see.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
There you go, Chad. For you.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Cachly. Cachly is an advanced geocaching app for iOS that features powerful online and offline features, including filtered searches, offline maps, and offline saving of caches. Cachly has hundreds of advanced features that will make your geocaching experience just that much better. Get more info at cachly.com. That's CACHLY.com.
Tonight, we're also sponsored by Logwork. Logwork are the creators of the fantastic logbook made with genuine Write in the Rain paper. The logbook's designed for the micro containers of the present and future, geared towards the hider who would rather go caching than do cache maintenance. Find them all at logwork.com, LOGWERK.com.
It's also brought to you by FTF Geocacher Magazine. FTF Geocacher is the magazine for geocachers written by geocachers with 6 issues a year. FTF offers practical advice, hints and tips, cacher bios and milestones, geocaching events, trail tales, and all things geo-related. Find them at ftfgeocacher.com.
And by the Max Suds Body Company. Max Suds Body Company makes handmade bath and body products from all natural oils and butters. Items such as Poison Begone soap, itch spray, and 2-cent choices of bug spray are all great for the outdoor enthusiasts like geocachers. At Max Suds Body, we have you covered from head to toe. Find them at maxsudsbody.com. That's MACSUDSBODY.com.
And by Practical Geocaching, who's sponsoring our show tonight,
Hey now.
giving out the prizes. Practical Geocaching sells utility items for geocaching. Our items are made in the USA, and we always provide free shipping. Find them at practicalgeocaching.com. That's PRACTICAL geocaching.com.
And finally, by pathtags.com. For all your swag and path tag needs, visit our website to get creative help, to trade or log tags, or to purchase your own personalized path tags. With over 39,000 tags to collect, pathtags.com is everything you need to start your path tag obsession. Visit them at pathtags.com. That's PATHTAGS.com. And as always, you can find all our sponsors, links to all our sponsors on our website or in our show notes. Sir Chad,
Mm-hmm.
how's your knees doing, buddy? Before we
Oh, it's getting better every day. So
yeah, you're not gimpy anymore.
Certain parts of the day I'm gimpy. Like when
Right.
I first get up and I haven't stretched and
Dude,
done
I'm
my
gimpy first thing in
exercises.
the morning. Come on.
But yeah, it's getting back to feeling like it's a normal leg.
Oh, that's good. Well, it is a normal leg, isn't it?
Well, when you got all the inflammation in there, it's like it just doesn't feel right.
Oh, fair enough. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we got some news, Chad. We got some.
Mhm.
Throw that in there. So, Groundspeak dropped something on us yesterday.
Yeah.
Email about the new souvenir, the 321 Go souvenir that they're dropping I think it's in December, early December. They're cash 2 times per week for 3 weeks, starting December 11th until January 1st at Ernest Souvenir. Now, I was confused about that. But I'm like, oh no, it's okay. It's just 6. Basically, it's 6 outings. You have to go out 6 times between December 11th and January 1st. You can go 6 days in a row. You can go every other day. It doesn't matter. Just go out 6 times in a month, roughly, a little less than under a month,
Mm-hmm.
20 days, and you earn a souvenir.
Wasn't there a PBS show called 321 Go
3, 2,
or
3, 2, 1, contact.
321 Contact? That's what I was thinking of. I remember watching that as a kid.
Me too. That was one of my favorites.
And Chad, the best part about this is the Adventure Labs do count in this, Chad.
Awesome.
How about that? Adventure
Awesome.
Labs count.
That sounds great. I need to get mine out.
Yeah, you haven't gotten that out yet?
No, I didn't make it out last weekend when I was planning to get to the location so that I can get the find a good
Right.
keyword
Oh,
to use.
Yes, yes.
So I mean it's developed. It's just not out.
Well, that's good. At least it's developed.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, come on, all day McRae. Let's go. It's before it shuts off. You're not going to get it anymore. Jesus. Hey, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We got some email, too.
Soccer rocks.
Mail!
What?
Yay! I got mail! Yay!
Yeah, this is from Soccer Rocks 318. Don't know where she's out of, though. But here we go. Ready?
Must be from the U.S. using the term soccer.
She's in the U.S. I am a college professor and have a class of 15 students for modern abstract algebra. Jesse, modern abstract
Yes.
algebra. You like that?
I like algebra.
I did a review day recently, right before the show, talked about geocaching in colleges, where they had to solve problems to get coordinates that led to temporary geocaches I had unofficially hidden on campus. They loved it, and it was fun to watch them search for a magnetic bolt on a sign, a nano on a railing, and a fake rock on the flower bed. The lamp skirt may have been my favorite. They just kept walking around the pole until somebody figured it out. Now, here's my question for you guys. As part of their final exam grade, I plan to have groups of students put together problems that will lead to the combination of a lock on an ammo can. I've obtained permission to hide geocaches at a very large local park and thought it would be neat to let them actually do this, and I will maintain them. I'm just not sure what type of cache this falls under, as it is sort of a mix of a puzzle and a gadget cache, and then in brackets, solving a puzzle but finding a combination, not coordinates, at least in my limited experience. As a note, I know from listening to your podcast that puzzles need to be solvable by anyone without special knowledge, so they will have a simple solution method to educate the public about the park or school or something, in addition to one that applies to the math class. I haven't figured out if we will publish both in the description or just the simpler one, so thoughts on that would be great too. All right, there's more to this, but I'm gonna stop it right here. So I don't think you need to add the easier one personally. Jesse's done many a math cache.
If it's math, I do it.
Yeah, I do it. Jesse has solved many a math problem, many of an algebra problem on a cache.
Mm-hmm.
So I think so. Jess, what do you think? Do you think she needs an easier one, an easier solve as well, or just the algebra?
I don't think it. I mean,
I'd say just the algebra.
yeah.
And you know, if you can't figure out the algebra, then you know you've got. I'm sure you have friends who can figure out the algebra
That's right.
for you.
Jesse,
Or someone with a middle schooler who can figure it out.
middle schooler.
I wasn't gonna be that insulting, but
Well, that's my favorite
know
thing.
algebra.
My son's in 7th grade, so every night we sit and do this math
That's right.
together, and
I
I
mean,
get
he's
so
like,
I
don't
excited,
get
and
it,
the family
Mom. You're
teases me
crazy.
'cause-
I don't get it, Mom.
yeah.
I can't believe you like this.
It's like I was solving algebra in middle school while my sister couldn't get algebra
My
to
kid's
figure it out in high school. So
My kid's solving algebra in high school right now. Yeah, my freshman. Yeah. So I would say Soccer Rocks. I would say keep the algebra, and just in this up the difficulty. That's all you gotta do.
yeah, make so. First of all, I'm gonna say mystery, definitely mystery.
Mhm.
Definitely.
Keep the algebra in there. Make the difficulty rating based upon the solving of the puzzle.
Yes. Agreed.
So you can still hide that at the posted coordinates if you want, because it sounded like you're wanting to hide this at the posted coordinates, and just solving the puzzle was to
open it.
open the lock.
Correct. Yes.
So
I agree.
and I would put a note in there, something along the line. Note cache is at the posted coordinates, but it requires the solving of the algebra to
Right.
verify.
Yeah. Let them know what they're
Right.
looking into. Correct. That's it.
And there are geocheckers out there where you can like put in the value. So if someone's worried about it, whether they solved it or correctly or not, you can use put a geochecker in there
There you go.
to verify.
Any other questions? Talk to Chad. If you think this just won't work, I can just have them do it and go around the room solving each other's problems or something. No, it'll totally work. Trust me. You don't need to do it. I'd say absolutely do it. If anything, you're getting caches in a park and their puzzles. So absolutely do it. Yes. I think it'd be cool for the kids. It'd be cool, especially if you put a backstory on it into the cache. Yeah, I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
So that's what I think anyway. But yeah, good job. Go for it and make it a puzzle. There you go. Thanks for the podcast. I look forward to every week. I can't always listen live, but it makes for a fun commute the next morning. Well, thank you. Yes, we're good on the commute. We're a good commute podcast is what we are. Not very visual, but we're a good audio podcast. Yes.
I guess Joshua was in the chat room. Now he went home.
He went home. Well,
Or had to log off.
We know what he's missing. Guess who he's going to miss? Guys, tonight is another call-in contest night. Not in contest. Call-in prize night. If you call in tonight, guys, you give Jesse your snail mail, you automatically get a prize. Free, no charge, prize. So you want to call in and add to this conversation. Tonight's conversation, Chad, continuing with our Geocaching Hazards series, tips for geocaching safely. I knew I wanted to do something this kind of. So, hey, guys, if you have a tip for geocaching safely, give us a call, 808-468-7924. Let us hear your tips on how you geocache safely. Chad, so I'm doing some research about geocaching safely about a month ago. And I come across this blog from these two girls in Australia. The Hazard Collective is what the blog is called. Link in the show notes. And they're obviously seasoned cachers. Obviously seasoned cachers will know all these, but they literally had this amazing blog post about geocaching safely. And so I shot them an email and said, hey, blah, blah, blah. Can I use your stuff? Da-da-da. Yes, sure. Absolutely. No problem. So here you go, guys. This is, we're obviously going to add to this and have some others, but this is taken from the Hazard Collective, out of Australia. So Chad, I'm sure you're going to know all these, but let's go through these anyway. Okay. So first one, Chad, check the hole before putting your hand in it, Chad.
Well, of course, that's a definite, book it with a stick.
Lord,
and especially Australia. I mean, Australia it's like we've got all the things that Australia has, with the exception of some of the marsupials, but the things that will kill you, except for Australia's things will kill you a lot faster.
Isn't Australia like trying to kill you? Isn't that the goal of
Australia? I think so.
I think it is too. Yeah, like the whole country. Is it a country or a continent? It's literally trying.
It's both.
Both.
It's trying to kill you. That's its goal. Yeah. So guys, I know it's pretty obvious, but it's pretty important. It's not just creepy crawlies you have to look for. People can be horrible and sometimes leaving not so desirable things in that hole as well as creepy crawly things.
Yeah, I've found hypodermic needles before as well, so definitely don't want to.
Don't just go shoving your arm in a hole.
Use your phone. Use the camera on your phone and take a picture.
Dick and just poke. Just hardly even look in there if you can't. Yeah,
or mirror, camera, whatever.
Yeah.
So you poke the stick in, and then whatever's in there comes out, and then you go running and screaming, or you could just quietly stick your hand in, take a picture.
Look at Geocache. See, my shell is telling us Australia's not that bad, dude. That's because you're local. You're used to it. You've survived this long. Yeah. See, you're still alive. Yeah. See, there you go. You're a local, man. Come on. That's not fair. So guys, check a hole before you put your hands in it, kids. Kind of important. Don't forget about it. Number 2, Chad. I have seen, this is such a great one too. Watch where you're walking. Stop looking at your freaking phone, for Christ's sake. I have seen so many cachers trip and fall. I once watched Sir Walter Grogan wipe out literally face first. His hands were tucked in like this because he was looking at his phone. Literally landed on his face.
Yeah, stop.
On his face. No stopping, just because his arms were locked in, because he was looking at his phone and he wasn't paying attention where he was going. And guess what? Boom. Stick. Or trip?
I've got a friend that logs every single cache on her phone while we're caching, and I don't know how many times she has tripped, and it's like, stop that. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't, I don't want to have to carry you out of here. It's like, stop that.
I mean, I get it. You're keeping track of where you're headed. You're double checking the clue for the coordinates, but you got to stop. Do it when you're not walking. When you're walking
Right.
in the woods,
And,
your feet.
well, I'd say early on in my caching career, I was guilty of this, I stopped. I stopped trying to log it in the field while I was going, because I'm always wanting to walk and get on to the next cache. And even on flat terrain, relatively flat terrain paths and stuff, there's always something that's, dips and bobs and boobs, and
Sure.
I've fallen, I've tripped over roots, and just don't do it.
No, oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Jen.
Well, I was going to say not only that, but I can't tell you how many times I've walked to the cache with my nose, counting down, closer, looking at my phone. I find the cache, I put everything away, and then I get up and I put my phone in my pocket and walk away from the cache, and I look around and realize how much I missed.
Yeah.
All the things that I didn't see on my way there because I was too busy watching my phone.
Yes, I know. Absolutely. Yeah. So I always have to tell my youngest too as well. Shane, I got to tell him all the time, like, dude, look up, or look down rather. Look down. Don't just like pay attention to where you walk. Always got to pay attention where you're walking, because he trips all the time. Granted, he's 8 or he's 9 now, but like he already trips because he's 9. But he never pays attention to where he's walking,
Right.
in the woods. And I tell him all the time, he trips all the time. So guys, watch where you are walking when you're in the woods, for God's sakes. Please don't get hurt out there, because nothing worse than breaking your arm in the middle of the woods, kids. Not that I know, but I can only imagine. So, Chad, we got a call here.
Awesome.
We got Ohio on the phone. Hello. On a boat. Hello, sir.
What's up, buddy? How are you?
Dude, I got to get you a sound effect. You call so much, you earned a sound effect. I got to find
Lord.
I got to find a boat sound.
Like dolphin sounds or something.
I got to find a boat sound effect. I'll make a note. I'll get to it. I'll get to it eventually.
You get a foghorn one.
Look, it took me a whole year. It took me a whole year to get Chaz a promotional consideration one, so he knows his cue. So
yeah,
my take was, "What's up, man?
Sounds good."
Let me hear
you.
Your
Work well today, Chaz. So, hey, two things. Number one, shout out to Practical Geocaching. I love them doing this. I got something from them last time that you guys did this.
Yes.
And I got some log books and put them out in the cache, and it worked out great. So
yeah, they're awesome.
Hey,
you should get something else now. If you gave Jesse your number, your address, you should be getting something else.
Hey, hopefully, man. I'm on a cache hiding spree, so I could use all the supplies. So
okay, cool.
Hey, hey, I wanted to tell you the tip that I had for safety. Kind of knowing your limits, right? I've heard some horror stories, and people like to go out and challenge themselves when they start getting active and they're trying to fill their DT grids and stuff like that. Sometimes they're unaware of their limits, and that can sometimes lead to not desirable results.
Yes.
When you're doing stuff like that too, I always recommend caching with a friend, caching with a buddy, having somebody with you. You guys are talking about tripping in the woods and breaking your arm. If you're there by yourself, it's
sure. Yes.
Not a good time, So usually when I'm going out doing something crazy, I take a buddy with me.
No, definitely.
Fall down the hill.
Absolutely, yes. Friend, yeah, buddy system it. Yeah, if you're going dangerous,
especially
than that, or the obvious, tell people where you're going kind of thing.
Yeah, especially high terrain items. Climbing trees and walking out on girders on a bridge and that kind of stuff. It's like, you better have a friend.
Good one. Yes, that's a good one. Thank you. That's awesome, dude. I love it. That's a good one. That's a really good one.
Absolutely.
There you go. Thank you, sir, for calling in.
So.
We love to hear.
Talk to you soon.
Love to hear from on a boat. Thank you, sir. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hey, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
We might have the furthest call we've ever had. We've got Australia on the line.
Australia.
We've got C. Michelle. Hello. Good day, sir.
G'day, Scott. How you going, mate?
Are you calling to give me crap because I said that things in Australia will kill you? Is this the reason for this call?
Not to give you crap, just to re-educate you, mate. That's all.
You literally paying for a call to tell me how wrong I am. Is that what you're doing?
No, mate. I'm paying it forward, mate. Paying it forward because because people need to come down to Australia. Like, yeah, there's things that can kill you. You know, you got your snakes and your spiders and all that sort of thing. But mate, they're scared of you. You know what I mean? We don't have.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Trust me, Australia is on my bucket list. No doubt about it. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. No offense to any Australian. Like I said, we've got all those things pretty much that would kill you here too. It's just the Australians' versions tend to be that much more poisonous.
Absolutely. And we lost him. Yeah, the call was terminated. We lost See My Show, unfortunately. Sadly. It was good to hear it. Chad, Australia called us, for Christ's sake. So yeah, trust me when I say I don't mean to rag on Australia. Australia, it's on my bucket list. I absolutely want to go there before.
Right.
No doubt about it, I want to go there.
Definitely.
So yes. So I apologize for saying that things will kill you in Australia in our defense. But yeah. So
Just like things will kill you in Chicago, but
Absolutely.
yeah, just
absolutely, yes. Let's bring in Cody Dog. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hi, Cody. How are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you? How are you guys?
I'm hanging in there, doing a show right now. What can I do for you? A little busy right now.
Well, I would say probably with all the night driving that we've done, I would say be careful at driving at night.
Be careful
How
driving.
many accidents, God, have we seen where it was horrific?
Oh, Cody and I over the years, I've known Cody a long time. We have seen some real bad accidents. Remember, Cody, when we saw the one with the truck and the car? And
That person didn't make it.
They literally
Yeah.
put a sheet over the whole thing.
Wow.
A car plowed into the back of a truck, Chad. It was pretty
Wow.
bad. It's pretty bad.
Like there's like the truck driver had to have fallen asleep.
Oh
and
yeah,
there's
absolutely.
it was bad.
Yes. Wait, hold on, Cody. Hold
the
on.
other one.
Cody, hold on. I got to bring Australia back in. Hello, Australia. You back?
G'day, Scott. How you going, mate? Yeah, a snake bit through my my internet connection.
See, that's because you're in Australia. That's why. We have bad...
exactly. See,
so I've got
I'm here.
I've got Cody Dog on the line as well here, just so you know. See my show.
Have you got Coon and Bud?
No, Cody Dog.
Oh, Cody Dog. G'day, mate. How you going?
How's it going? I got to get down there one day.
Good.
All right, so hold on, Cody.
You do.
Cody, let me put you on hold a second. You're still going to be on. I'm putting you on hold though, just so I can.
Absolutely.
He's paying for this call. Your call's free. So go ahead, See My Show. Go ahead. What did you want to talk about?
Mate, I just wanted to talk about that it's not that bad in Australia, mate. That's all. Like, people think that it is, but it's not that bad, man. Seriously.
Well, here I'm looking at the chat room, and GSM Times 2 says in Australia, horses and cows killed 77 people between 2008 and 2017. Cows and horses.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude.
that's right, cows.
Dude, your cows kill in Australia. Your cows kill.
Methane gas, methane.
adding to this list should be don't touch cows in Australia.
Oh yeah. Well, to be truthful, deer kill more people in the U.S.
God,
than
dear.
snakes.
Oh, yeah.
So I mean,
Yep. There you go. So the main reason for it is we've got anti-venom now, you see. So no matter what, if you get bitten by something or whatever else, you get an anti-venom now. You're over and done with easy.
That's awesome.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's true. This
It's
is
not
true.
that bad, mate.
This is true. Yes.
It's much better than what anyone ever thinks about. People thinking get scared about, especially the Americans. I don't know why it's America, but you guys get more scared than any other country about coming to Australia.
That's because we're wimps.
yeah.
We're wimps.
Yeah. Exactly. And I think even Coon and Bud just basically said then to me as well. He said, well, we get our revenge on the cows anyway when we cut them up and have them for beef.
Yeah, we get the last laugh. We actually do get the last laugh. We eat them.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Exactly. We do. But no, mate, come down to Australia, hit me up down here, see my show, and I'll let you know where's the best places to go caching for sure.
Are you going to be there when I come out there, or what's the story? Or do I have to go to a different state here in the States?
See, it depends, mate. I'm pretty sure that I'm actually going to see you in your homeland before you see me in mine.
I would hedge that bet pretty good. Yeah, I would say, considering I'm not going to Australia in the next probably 5 years. Yeah, I would say yes, probably.
No, I might be there.
Over there, that's for sure.
What'd say, Chad?
So I might be there within the next few years. So
Oh, really? No,
I'm trying to figure out what to do with my sabbatical.
that's retirement for us. That's retirement. I don't see us going before retirement. Yeah. So you're going to be in 2020? You're going to be in the States?
Yeah, mate, absolutely. I'll be there in 2020, and crossing fingers, I may have something called a green card in 2020.
Oh, you're officially moving to the States in 2020?
Well, I'm attempting to, yes.
And just out of curiosity,
Yeah.
you actually have a Australian podcast that you do. How are you going to do that from
Yes.
the East Coast of North America?
Oh, see, that's the big question. Is that I may have to actually hand that over to some other geocacher that's local down here in Australia.
Oh,
You get things started, mate. You fill them, so you hand it over, ready to go for them. That's all.
dude, this podcast is over 10 years old. You're telling me I haven't been on this long? Yeah.
What is it like? 2 o'clock tomorrow in Australia?
It is 2 p.m. Exactly right. 2 p.m. here tomorrow, and the future's looking very nice too. By the
Oh,
way.
well, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
4 minutes. It should be. Yeah, isn't it summertime there now? So it should be.
Yeah, it is. It's really warm. It's today you're probably looking at right here around the 95 mark.
95. Oh, wait, but that's not Fahrenheit. That's not. Is that Fahrenheit?
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's got to be Fahrenheit. No, it's definitely not
it's not
200 degrees Fahrenheit. So 95 Celsius would be like 200.
All right.
Yeah,
So
95 Celsius is nearly boiling.
So what we've learned out of this call to add to our list is don't bug the cows in Australia. Leave the cows alone.
Exactly.
There we go.
Exactly. You can play with the snakes, but don't bug the cows.
Craig, always a pleasure to talk to you, sir.
You too, Scott. You take care. And a big congratulations to you and shooting it too, mate.
One more time?
Thank you.
What did he say?
A big congratulations to you and shooting
Oh,
it.
thank you so much, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Good to hear, mate. Good to hear.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, back to Cody. Cody Dog. Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hey, sorry, dude. Sorry, he was paying for the call. Yours is free. So go ahead. So yours is pay attention during the nighttime, is what you're saying.
Well, right, and especially if your driver stops on the side of the road and parks you right next to a dead goose, watch when you're jumping out because you'll slip in it, and those things are greasy, and you will go down.
Yes, avoid the dead gooses. Yes, you don't want to step in the dead goose. Cody talks from experience. It's not pleasant at all.
Personal experience. All right, you guys have a good night.
Thank you, Cody. Talk to you soon, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Chad.
Uh-huh.
When you're in an area, you follow the rules and the warnings. Even if it means getting a DNF, you follow the rules. You follow the warning. Trust me, the sign is there for a reason, Chad.
Yeah.
It's not a suggestion.
Sometimes it's a suggestion. No, seriously, follow the rules and the warnings unless you really know what the heck you're doing.
Or if you know the area and you know, hey, this sign is old or blah blah blah.
Right. I mean, there's some definite old defunct electrical boxes that have warnings still on them that do not have any electricity going to them that I have opened up and stuff. And but I'm making observations. It's like, okay, this had wires going in through these ports here. That's no longer there. There's the system isn't set up anymore. This is just an old box that someone used and they didn't take the warning stickers off.
Right, correct. So yeah. But that being said, yeah, sometimes he says, I'm with Taz. Those are guidelines for other people, not for us. They're for other people. No, they're not. Follow the rulings and warnings of the area. Come on, man. It ensures that geocachers are allowed to keep exploring these exciting areas. We have to make sure they're both respectful and careful. We got to be respectful. You got to be careful. If there's a no trespassing sign, respect it. Now, you could put the cache on the no trespassing sign. I like doing that, but you don't put it past the no trespassing sign. That's kind of what you need to do. So there you go. Jim RKY says, I opened up a decommissioned electrical box one time. They make great homes for snakes. Ooh, my goodness. The diamond pattern warned me off. Yeah, that would warn me off as well. I wouldn't want to see a diamond pattern on any kind of a snake anytime soon. Next up, Choose night caches with safety in mind. Oh, where was Cody Dog for this one? Looks like I think Chad froze a little bit there. While sometimes this one is obvious, like a terrain 5 on the side of a cliff, other times it might not be. A dark alley, a walk in the woods. Always assess the level of danger. Jesse, would you agree on this?
Definitely.
Have we
And not just night caches, but also caching at night. Be careful what areas you're in, and
in terms of like the city and whatnot?
well, yeah, or anywhere. I mean, obviously, if you're night caching and you're, even in a urban area, and it's dark out, you're wearing all dark clothing. You got to be careful.
Well, yeah, that always is the worst. And that's even with even muggles, you see it where it's just crossing the street. I mean, times like somebody's wearing all black and they're crossing the street.
Right.
Ian says, don't go caching in Chicago at night. No. Certain parts of Chicago. I've done caching it in Chicago.
Oh yeah,
plenty of times.
lots of times. Yep.
I go into the good areas, not the bad areas.
Mm-hmm.
Again, guys, give us a call. You want to add to this list, you win a prize. 808-468-7924, 808 got swag. You give us a call, you add to this list, you get a prize. Compliments Practical Geocaching. Jesse Brown, because I'm waiting on Chad here.
Yeah, what happened to Chad?
He froze.
Gone.
Always take more than enough water.
Oh yeah.
We've all done this. We've
Yep.
all done this. You go on a long hiking trip. You think you have enough.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I don't like the backpacks. This is one of the things. Jesse bought me one of those backpacks, the water ones, and I can't see how much water. At least if I have 9 bottles of water in my backpack, I know how many bottles of water I have in my backpack.
Right.
I know how many I've drank, and I know how much I have left. But that backpack, I can never tell.
Right. Yeah, because it gets lighter, but it's hard to tell. Is that still
lighter is
backpack left?
well,
Is there
know
still
what
water?
Yeah.
Right. It's hard to tell. Yeah, and we actually just did this not that long ago. We went on a 2 hour 4 mile hike around a lakefront, and I don't think either one of us brought a bottle of water.
We didn't bring a bottle of water.
No, and it was and I think we both thought in our minds, well, it was like 55, 60 degrees, so that it wasn't super hot.
Right.
We weren't uncomfortable. We just didn't take water. We knew we were going for a 2 mile hike, but we were comfortable. And by the time we were halfway through, both of us were going, oh my gosh, I need some water. I wish we brought some water.
Yeah. On the way back, I was like,
Yep.
I need water real bad.
Yeah, that was real silly of us, wasn't it?
So, well, that's, it just shows you, even people who are 10 years in, can still make stupid decisions. That's just a stupid decision I made. I'm like, I'll be fine. It'll be a half an hour walk.
Right.
I'll be fine. No, when you're walking 2 miles, you want some water.
Right.
So yeah, always take more than enough water. Always take water. Be smart about it, especially on a hot day. Good Lord, on a hot day, take enough water.
Yeah. Yeah, even in the winter, not just when it's hot. Absolutely.
Good call on that one. Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Even in the wintertime, you don't think you're going to need it. Trust me, even in the winter. Yes, even in the winter. Tyrone Shoelaces said that in the chat. Yes,
Yep.
even in the winter. Good call on that one. I didn't even think of that. Yes. Tell someone where you're going. Hey, geocaching is mostly outdoors, so naturally we should follow the same safety precautions as other outdoor sports. Heading out for the day in an unfamiliar town, or you're going to the hike into the woods, or into the forest in the woods, it doesn't matter. Tell somebody where you're going. Tell your significant other. Tell them exactly where you're going, so they know. So they know the last place. Like, well, he said he was going to Bussy Woods, so I'm assuming he's there. So make sure you tell somebody where you are going. Super important. You tell somebody where you're going. We got a caller in the queue here, Jess.
Yeah, I know. I just texted you and asked if you wanted to just take that.
I'm just going to bring him in. Or we're
Yeah, why don't you do that?
I'm bringing him in cold here.
I want to add to that, though, not just where you're going, but if you are by yourself and you do something really silly, like climb a tree, call someone and say, hey, I'm climbing a tree, and here's where I am, exactly where I am. I'm at this cache.
Yes.
And if I don't call you back in 5 minutes, maybe send someone.
We've done that before.
We absolutely have done that.
Yeah, we've done that before. We weren't together. Yeah. Like, all right, I'm climbing a tree. I'll call you back. Or call me back. If I don't call you back in 5 minutes, send help. So, all right, I'm bringing a cold caller in here, Jess.
Go ahead.
Hello, caller. Hello. I don't know who you are. Hello.
Hey, this is Chaz, 427, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Chaz.
So,
why are you calling into the show?
My internet died, so I
Oh, no.
restarted my modem, and it hasn't come back up yet, so I figured I'd call in.
Well, hey, we appreciate the call in, Chad. Thank you so much.
Wait, let me add him to my list.
Ed, tell someone where we're going. So, if you go out, you got to tell somebody where you're going. Chad, you tell your wife where you're going when you go out.
Yes, almost 100% of the time. I always tell her, like, yeah, I'm going along the American River in this area between Sunrise and Hazard Street, along the trails.
Right.
That kind of detail. And if I'm somewhat concerned, I will text her coordinates. Say, hey, I'm in this area.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
So she can use that to provide to other people, emergency services or something, if should something happen.
Yes. Chad, everyone's ragging on you in the chat room because they're saying you're sucking up for a free gift, by the way, just so you're curious.
I'm not sucking up for a free gift.
He's dedicated to his host duties.
My internet disconnected.
Mm-hmm. Jim, don't give him a gift.
Yeah, don't send me a gift for this for the call-in. If you want to send me something else,
right? Feel
otherwise,
free.
Yes. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, not as a participant. So.
Guys, anybody else want to add the list? 808-468-7924. Be like Chad. Give us a call. 808-468-7924. You get put in for a gift, a free gift from Practical Geocaching. Next one up, Chad. If it doesn't feel safe, do not do it. Not all caches are meant to be found by everybody. Sometimes you have to come back another time. Other times you need to gain some more experience before attempting to tackle it. No cache, Chad, is worth your life.
Definitely. I mean, there's been some tree climbs where it's the kind of shimmy out over along a branch, and then the fall is 30 feet down to hard packed rock.
Oh yes.
Like, I'm not doing this solo. I might do this with someone else is there, but I'm not doing this solo.
Oh yes.
And there's puddle cache shows here. That's a perfect example of that was just that type of final, and it's like, yep, I'll come back another day.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Jesse has seen me actually fall out of a tree. Well, fall down a tree, I should say.
Yes.
I used to love climbing trees and have no issues climbing trees, none whatsoever. Didn't even think twice about it. And then I climbed this tree one winter about probably 5-6 years ago, and I had as I'm climbing down this tree, I'm about 30 feet up, and I'm climbing down, and my foot I was in the middle of a climb down. So I had one foot on a branch and my other foot dangling, obviously, one hand on a branch and one hand dangling because I was coming down, and snapped. And I slid, literally, Chad, when I say slid down the tree, I literally slid down the tree. Like my face, I had scrub marks on my face and on my chest. And literally what saved me is I put my arms out and boom, I caught two branches and stopped me. And probably about 10 feet to the ground, Jess. I was about 10 feet.
Oh, yeah. I actually have a picture of you hanging there.
Jesse has a picture of me. Well, she's like, you okay? I'm like, I just sit here. I need to sit here for a second, and I need to gather my thoughts of not being dead and surviving,
Okay.
And, but yeah, and ever since then, I can climb a tree. I do not like climbing trees. I'm not a fan of it because of that, but I do it.
Yep.
I still climb them, but I don't like it. And Jesse's no help because Jesse hates climbing trees. So I have to climb the tree. So there's Chad. He's back on the phone. Hold on. Hello, Chad. Hello.
Yeah.
Hi.
All right.
Ooh, it's like double here.
Hang on.
I'm gonna hang up the phone here. So yeah. So guys, if it doesn't feel safe, don't do it. It's not worth it. So
the internet is back.
Hey, look, you sound so much better. There you go. Yeah, it ain't fun when a tree jumps up and bites you like that. I mean,
I've been there
on my face. Yeah,
I've been there. took the skin off the insides of my arms and then my chest, and yeah, it wasn't fun. It's the insides of my legs.
Yes, absolutely. So Chad, if it doesn't feel safe, don't do it. It ain't worth it, Chad. All right. You hear me?
Sure. Yeah, I'll always do a kind of mental check on anything where it's kind of questionable. And it's like, would you do this? Would you want your spouse to do this, your child to do this, someone that you cared about to do this solo? And if the answer is no, then don't do it solo. And if the answer is would you want to do them, period, if when someone else is there, and the answer is still no, it's like, then you don't do it.
Right, exactly. I mean, I've walked on ice that has been cracking and water was coming up under my feet. I've done
Yeah.
I've done some not smart things in my 10 plus year career of geocaching.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else, give us a call, 808-468-7924. Get a prize if you call. 808 got swag. Chad, consider bringing a first aid kit.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a definite.
Yep, caches aren't the only thing that require a little patching up sometimes. While you should always have a first aid kit in your car if you're going far, you should consider throwing one in your backpack. I do not have one in my backpack. I have basic in my backpack, Band-Aids and stuff like that. I have a really good one in my car. A really, a big one in my car, but I just basically have Band-Aids in my backpack. I don't have a first aid kit. Jesse, I don't think you do either, do you?
I have some basic first aid supplies.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah.
I've got a basic first aid kit in my backpack. It's not very big, but it's got all everything that you'd probably need for short hikes and stuff. And then I've got a bigger one that I keep in the little hatch in my back of my SUV.
Have you ever used the little one?
I have used it numerous times, not on myself, on other cachers that did not have them. So it's like, oh, you carry this around. I'm really glad you carry this around. It's like, I've just, knock on wood, I've just been lucky that I haven't had any situations where I've needed to use that. Actually, technically, I have used it, but not while out geocaching, but a result of geocaching. So I have used it to the tweezers to remove ticks.
Ticks, sure, yes. Ian in the chat room says, I had some random guy save me by giving me some water at the top of a mountain one time. I underestimated the hike and ran out of water on the way up. Oh, no. Yeah, you don't want to run out of water on the way up. That's why I bring extra water.
Right. I always bring twice as much water as you think you'll need. At least that's my philosophy.
Twice as much.
That's my philosophy on it. So, and I would say the first time that I needed that much was like the hike up to GCD. So yeah. That's a hellacious hike for someone who is, at least at the time, I was a flat earther. Well, not a flat earther. That's a bad. I was someone who walked on.
You think the Earth's flat, dude? Really?
No. I realized what it sounded like afterwards. Really? It was like I living in Houston, everything pretty much is flat.
So you're saying I'm a flat earther is what you're telling me?
Flatlander.
That's a
better
term. It's like I am very aware. I'm not a flat earther. It's like I don't need what's his name? Bill Nye, the science guy, coming after me.
I saw a great meme the other day that was all the planets, and they're all round, and then the flat Earth. It just made me laugh.
Because we're different.
Next up, bring the right gear, Chad.
Uh-huh.
Hunting for micros in the city, you probably won't need much more than a pen. But going for a walk in the forest or planning a 2-hour trek that will require a tree climb at the end, you're gonna need to think about what you're going to bring. So always pay attention to what you're bringing here. I always bring the essentials: batteries for whether it's your GPS or your phone, with an external battery. Mm-hmm. Batteries, super important.
Yep.
Water, super important. Food, even. Jesse's a big snacker.
Oh yeah,
He loves to bring the snacks.
granola bars all day long in my bag, always.
Yep.
First aid kit.
First aid kit. I have
Again.
the basic first aid kit. Yes.
Mm.
I have so much stuff in my bag. I'm basically assume you're going to spend the night kind of a guy. I've got that
Right.
rain poncho, that simple rain poncho that like is in a thing that you could open up. It's a one-time one, stuff like that.
Right. I usually got too much stuff in my bag. So when I actually go on geocaching trips, like to megas and stuff, I have to like pull out a ton of stuff and then narrow it down, because I also have to fit my laptop and tablet and my car GPS and all the other stuff in there as well. Because I'm throwing it over the shoulder and carrying that on.
Right. Absolutely. Yes. Jesse, anything else you bring in there? The right gear?
Well, not just about bringing the right gear, but also making sure that you're wearing the right clothing choices. I think that goes along with it. Make sure that you have the right shoes on your feet. Make sure that you're dressed appropriately. Shoe choice is huge.
And or sock choice.
Yes.
Right. I made the mistake one time of wearing hiking mocks, which are basically like slip-on shoes, and on a trek that had a lot of ascending and descending. It's like it wasn't a problem ascending, but then descending, your foot's like sliding into the front of the shoe.
Sure.
So yeah, definitely make sure you got the right shoes.
Yeah, I do that a lot when I have two theories for that. Not two theories, but two issues with this. Is one is I always forget when Jesse's like, "Hey, we're gonna go hike. We're gonna go on this trail," kind of a thing, and I wear my low hikers, but we're on a cement trail for 6 miles. Okay, 6 miles on a cement trail with low hikers absolutely sucks.
Right.
You gotta wear gym shoes.
Right.
And I make that mistake every time, and I'm miserable every time.
And those the low hikers, they're on that concrete, it wears them out. Because that stuff is real squishy and grippy, and that's the intent, is to be very grippy. Yeah. And you just wearing them out going on the concrete. It's
also,
like
my low hikers as well. I wear those sometimes when we're going on small hikes, and I don't check the terrain, and so the terrain, I got hills and whatnot, and I'm wearing the low hikers. My low hikers I slip on. Like they obviously have ties, but I just I have them so they slip on, and they're not tight. So my foot's going. I'm trying to go downhill or uphill on something, and my foot's doing this in the shoe.
Right.
Making it so difficult for me to go up or down a hill. So that's kind of annoying as well. So I usually wear my high hikers if I know I'm not doing that kind of hiking, my ankle hikes, and get some better, ankle support and whatnot, Yeah, my feet don't like me. I bring it with my feet. It's not fun. We got a call, Chad.
All right.
We got Grand Rapids, Michigan on the line. We got Neil Moore. Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Good. How you doing, man? Good to hear from you.
Good.
What you got for me?
So, my tip is to slow down.
Slow down.
This past Monday, we were two friends and myself. We were out caching on Veterans Day, up in the northern reaches of Michigan, along Lake Huron, and you're trying to hurry up and get to that next cache. Well, things were cold, breezy, and snowy along the shoreline. The rocks were frozen and wet. And, man, you need to slow down, because it doesn't take much before you end up either in the water or in a hole, broken ankle or something. So because I'm older than you guys, I need to make sure that I slow down and I'm not trying to hurry and end up hurting myself.
Yep, that's a good point. I've been on.
How old are you, Neil Moore? Just out of curiosity.
57.
57. Okay.
Oh
ahead,
no, I would never have guessed that.
Go ahead, Chad.
Yeah, I've been out plenty of times where it looks like it's terra firma, but you got a bunch of branches and stuff where leaves have kind of filled in, and it's kind of like built up a thatch over it, but then you start walking on it, and all of a sudden your foot goes straight through there.
Yeah.
And that's dangerous situation.
Yeah, especially on.
Yeah,
I'd
or
say,
how many
go ahead.
how many times are you walking through the woods and you go to step on a log to get over it, or to step down onto a couple other logs, and then they break away, and
Yep.
you
Yep.
either tumble or put a stick through your leg or something.
Oh yes.
Or don't pick your foot up high enough and trip flat on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Jesse's done that.
Many times.
Yeah, especially also we do a lot because I'm right by Lake Michigan. We also there's a lot of caches all the time by those rocks. Lake Michigan, you have beaches, but then you have these huge rocks right off the shore of Lake Michigan, and the waves crash on them. People love hiding caches in those things, and again, those rocks very slippery, very very slippery. Those rocks. So yes, absolutely, good one. Slow down. I like it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a tendency getting too fast and getting into the not brambles, but the thorny vines and stuff, and then just ripping the hell out of my legs. And it's like, yeah, it's like only if I slow down a little bit, it's like I would. It's like, okay, I might get a couple pricks from them, but I wouldn't have the big gashes.
Yes. How many? Jim in the chat room says the ever-present danger of hidden old wire fences.
Oh yeah.
Oh, how many clothes have I ripped? Shirts or pants or coats?
I don't know how many times I've tripped and damn near fell on my face. I don't think I've actually fallen on my face from them, but I do the 3-4 hops on a single leg while trying to catch my balance. And
yes, the barbed wire is brutal, man.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily, I've never hit the barbed wire requiring a tetanus shot. Yet I've almost many times have come close to hitting the wire. I've got my clothes caught on it all the time, but never skin. I've never broken skin with an old barbed wire fence. So Neil Moore, awesome. Thank you, sir. That's a great one. I love it. That's a really good one.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye-bye. So Chad, we got a call right now coming. Oh, he's ready. We're all set here. Hello. We've got California. We've got GSM times 2. Hello, sir.
Hey, Scotty. How you doing?
Good. How you doing, man?
Doing fantastic. So the 2 little tips I would give is if you're going to go out, mark where your car is.
Oh, that's my last tip. You took my last tip.
Oh, all right. Okay, then turn on the track back. Turn on your track so you can track back if you need to.
And this is guys, for God's sakes, if you're a newbie, listen to your old friend Scott, who has been lost in the woods more than once. Okay, who has walked over a mile back to his car because he went out the wrong way of the woods. Mark your car. And I don't want to hear excuses. Even if you use an iPhone, there are apps. I checked. There are apps that you can download for your phone to mark your car. Okay, you can do it. I promise you. Mark your car. It's so important. And like GSM times 2 says, why don't you explain what the track backs are, sir? Where are the calls?
So turn on the track on your GPS, and I think you can do the same thing with your phone. And that way, if you get lost, you can at least follow your track back. And that feature saved me spending a night in the dark in the mountains because I went on the wrong side of a ledge and would have continued walking down the wrong side and never would have got back to my car. So, it just works really well.
Whenever I use, honestly, I don't use my GPS anymore. But when I did use my GPS, I marked my car and I used the track backs on. That was a fantastic feature on the GPS. Yeah.
So
you can track on your phone too. So yeah.
Oh, can you do that on your phone too? Can you?
Yes.
Should be able to on almost every app.
Oh, look at that! I never even knew that. Yeah.
So one of the nice things here recently that Google did with Google Maps is when you get to your destination, at least for me, it's been prompting me, would you like to mark your where you parked your car?
Really?
So it really meant for people losing their cars in the parking lots, but it works equally well for out caching.
Yes. One of the one of the things you can add also is a real compass, which I've added to my. I had the day I got lost in the woods. That next morning, literally, I went and bought a compass. So a real, I just keep a real compass in my bag. I think Jesse bought me a real compass. A much
I
better
did.
one years ago.
Yes,
You
I
bought me a
did.
I've never had to use it, but it's in my bag. Just as a God forbid, you should
I've-
always have a compass in your bag.
I've got an El Cheapy that is on the carabiner that's on my bag, and then I've got a slightly better one that's in my bag, and then on occasion I will pull out my Boy Scout brass, or not quite brass. It looks painted brass. That's big, hefty, real good quality one. But yes, I always have a real compass on me if I'm more than a mile away from my vehicle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just in my bag. Yeah. Always. It's always in my bag.
Yeah.
Scott.
And Neil and Chad is adding two things that, just go ahead and add a waypoint right to the geocache that you're going after to mark where your car is. So
Right. Yeah.
that's a good little hint.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, sir. That's awesome. Good one. Thank you for stealing my thunder. Appreciate it.
Hey, you're welcome.
Talk to you soon, man. Bye-bye. Bye. One more call, Chad. We've got Virginia on the line. NP Glenn, hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing good, thank you.
Can you add to this list before we go?
Yes, one of the things I always do when I'm in the woods, day or night, is I wear a reflective vest.
Reflective vest.
And
good one. Yes.
It does a couple things, especially if it's. I don't go out during hunting season, but if before or after hunting season, there's always those hunters that want to beat the system, so it's a good thing to have on. At night caching, if you get separated from the group, it's easier to find you. And if you're out by yourself, like you shouldn't be sometimes, and you do get hurt, it'd make it easier for somebody to find you.
Good one. Absolutely.
So I wear it anytime I'm in the woods, I wear my vest.
Really? Good one.
Or all your equipment dies and you did not bring that mechanical compass, and you make it out to a road and it's nighttime and stuff. Cars can see you.
Yes, they can.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good one, Glenn. Awesome. I love that one.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Good to hear from you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank
Have
you.
a good one.
It's a pretty good list, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
As I said before, it's we all know these, but even maybe some noobs learn something after listening to this in future shows.
And maybe some people who know these but don't quite always follow these take some of them more to heart.
Yeah, I try to. I try to do most of them.
Mhm.
I never thought about a vest at night. That's not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah.
It's a smart thing to do. Next week, Chad.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what time it is next week?
One up me.
It's time for hashtag one up me. That's right, guys. Once again, we're doing it again, kids. It's contest time next week. Contest time for one up me. Next week, Chad,
Mm-hmm.
best story getting caught caching. Whether it's an LEO, whether it's by a muggle, whether it's by your mom. I don't care. Your best story of getting caught caching. That's one up me next week. I got a bunch of them, Chad. I think I might have the winner. I think I might have a winner.
Think so?
Jesse's even nodding her head because she knows I got a good one.
I have a good one.
Well, Jesse's got a good one too. Was I involved in your good one?
Yeah.
Because then mine beats yours. Because me and you have never done anything to it when I got. Chad, look at you. Look at Chad's mind racing, thinking of one.
Oh, I've got a good one. I'm just trying to find a photo of it. So I'm not sure if they got a photo with my camera. So I might have to scour Facebook. But there's definitely pictures of me on Facebook.
Yeah, Ian in the chat says, "Can we not start with the best story next time? Hard to one up when the winner goes first." I agree completely.
Yeah, if Matt comes in, it's like, I'm sorry, Matt, you're at the back of the queue.
So, guys, one up me getting caught geocaching, and the winner, the obviously everyone gets a prize. You call in, boom, you get a prize just like tonight. But the winner of the contest by me and Chad gets the Pocket Tots from Practical Geocaching. It's an $11.95 value. There is a handy, lightweight, cost-effective, and practical solution to carrying the most used tools in the field. This is tools of the trade right on a carabiner, Chad. It's a flashlight, a log roller, tweezers, all on a small carabiner, attached to your belt loop, attached to a pouch strap. Again, all the colors win a small little prize. But amen.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the pocket tot, Chad. The winner gets a
Awesome.
pocket tot. Pocket tools of the trade. That's what the winner gets. So, Chad, next week,
Mhm.
I'm excited. It's gonna be good because I've got some good stories. Everybody's got good stories of getting caught.
Right.
You have the best story.
I don't think I've got a good story, but I don't have the best story.
That's the
So
question. So, well, we're gonna find out next week who has the best story to win a prize. Here we go. All right. So, Jesse, always a pleasure. Thank you for taking all the. How many addresses did you get, Jess? Did you get a lot of them?
So I actually didn't get any addresses.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. So
kidding me?
I need
Why didn't you get any addresses?
really because some people I already had,
Okay.
and the other
Alright.
ones I'll send a message and I'll get them. Don't worry. I'll take
Okay.
care.
All right.
I'll do my
Jesse's on
job.
Jesse's on. I know she's
I'll
on.
do my job.
Okay. Thank you, Jesse, I guess. Thank you, Taz. Always a pleasure, sir.
thank
Thank
you.
you, chat room. Always good. All right. Next week, guys, one up me. Getting caught geocaching. All right, let's close the show. Please join us again every Wednesday night, 9:30 Eastern, 8:30 Central, as we stream live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and on our website, geocachingpodcast.com. The archived video versions of our podcasts are available on our website or on our YouTube channel, and the audio versions are available on your favorite podcatchers. If you like the show, please head on over to Apple Podcasts and rate, review, and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it, and it really helps the show when you do. If you prefer to watch the show, make sure you click the subscribe button or get notified button to know when we go live. If you haven't already, please consider becoming a patron of our show. With tiers starting as low as $3, you'll get a ton of additional information, extra videos, extra audio, only available to our patron members. Please head on over to patreon.com today and subscribe. That's patreon.com/the Geocaching Podcast. Thanks once again to our sponsors, Cachly, Logword, FTF Geocacher Magazine, the Max Suds Body Company, Practical Geocaching, and PathX.com. Please visit our sponsors, and when you make a purchase, you tell them the GCPC sent you. That's all we got this week, so we'll see you next week talking geocaching, taking your phone calls. In the meantime, be good, be safe, hug your loved ones. We will talk to you guys next week.
I just remembered one. I've got a good story.
That's how you end the show with that.
Sorry. It just popped in my head and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
That's how you're closing the show with that. Nice one, Chad. Well done, sir. Well done, sir. All right, guys. Thank you so much, chat room. That was awesome. You guys were great tonight. Always nice to hear from everybody. Always nice to hear from Craig, Australia. Very nice. That's kind of awesome. So, guys, we will talk to you guys next week. Hashtag one up me next week, kids. Contest time. Let's hear it. Who's got the best story for getting busted caching? We'll talk to you guys next week. See you later.